Where did the Enlightenment originate? Have you ever wondered where the ideas that shaped modern democracy and individual rights came from? Let's take a closer look at the origins of the Enlightenment and how it influenced liberal ideology. The Enlightenment was a major intellectual movement that began in Europe during the late 17th century and continued into the 18th century. This period saw the emergence of new ideas about individual rights, government legitimacy, and the role of reason in society. The roots of the Enlightenment are closely tied to Western Europe, particularly in England, France, and the Netherlands. Thinkers in these regions began to challenge traditional authority. They argued that individuals possess natural rights, such as life, liberty, and property. This was a radical shift from the previous belief that rulers derived their power from divine right or tradition. Before the Enlightenment, European societies were largely shaped by feudalism, absolute monarchy, and religious authority. The Enlightenment marked a significant departure from these systems. Influenced by the scientific revolution, thinkers began to apply reason and evidence to questions about politics and society. They believed that rational debate and the free exchange of ideas could lead to societal progress. One of the key figures of this movement was John Locke, an English philosopher. Locke argued that governments must have the consent of the governed to be legitimate. He believed that people have the right to overthrow rulers who violate their natural rights. His ideas about the social contract became central to liberal ideology. Locke also advocated for religious toleration and the separation of church and state, principles that remain vital in liberal democracies today. Other notable Enlightenment thinkers included Voltaire and Montesquieu in France, and David Hume and Adam Smith in Scotland. They promoted freedom of speech, checks on government power, and the importance of individual autonomy. Their ideas spread across Europe and influenced revolutions and the formation of new governments. The Enlightenment's liberal ideas had direct effects on political practice. In England, the Glorious Revolution of 1688 to 1689 limited the power of the monarchy and established parliamentary sovereignty. In the American colonies, Enlightenment principles informed the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution, which enshrined individual rights and limited government. In France, Enlightenment thought contributed to the French Revolution and the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. These events aimed to replace aristocratic privilege with equality before the law. The Enlightenment demonstrated how liberal ideas could inspire political change and the creation of institutions designed to protect individual freedoms. In summary, the Enlightenment originated in Western Europe in the late 17th century. It was a time when ideas about individual freedom, government by consent, and the power of reason began to take hold. These concepts, developed by thinkers like John Locke, laid the foundation for modern liberalism and influenced the creation of democratic governments that prioritize the rights and freedoms of individuals. The legacy of the Enlightenment is still visible in today's legal and political systems, where the protection of individual liberties remains a central goal.